For an inside look at the Big Apple of today.
This is what New York City is all about.
Discover why the city that never sleeps loves staying up all night. Hear from its brightest stars.
Happy New Year!
And don't miss a second of the New York Movie Marathon. So big, we needed 2 years to get it all in.
Don't ever change, Francine. You're beautiful.
Ring in the new year. Starting this Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York.
When the genius of John Nash was put to the edge,
talk to me. Tell me what happened.
no one believed he would make it back.
He has lost his grip on reality.
But in the fight of his life,
Reason your way out of it.
Why not? Why can't I?
he will achieve the impossible. Nominated for 6 Golden Globes, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor. 4 stars, a triumph for director Ron Howard. A Beautiful Mind, rated PG-13. Now playing in select theaters, opens Friday everywhere.
From Claudia Rodriguez to her childhood friend.
K2 Construction and their #1 supplier.
Grandpa William and his grandson Billy.
Sang Lynn and her great-great-aunt.
Sergeant Peter Kozak and his fiancée Deb.
To all the people who can't be together, from all the people who bring you together. Happy holidays.
Timmy Welsh and a Mr. S. Claus.
Buying or selling a home? Remax agents lighten that load. Averaging more than 13 years experience, they work the kind of practical magic that sets you free. Remax.
This is an elite force. Strong, proud, equipped, men of unspeakable valor. And they're getting eaten for breakfast. Schwarzenegger takes the law of the jungle into his own hands.
The thing is hunting us. All of us.
To find out who's the predator.
What the hell are you?
And who should start praying.
Stick around.
Predator on AMC, New Year's Day at 8 p.m. Eastern.
What's your New Year's resolution? How about just to have some fun tonight?
I have fun every night, honey.
On the pass line? Okay. This is very stressful.
Relax, baby. You look like $1 million.
One of the Groucho Marx impressions.
Groucho Marx is Frank Sinatra. Sinatra, Vegas, they kind of go to... Sinatra was a real Vegas man. As a matter of fact, he was a shareholder of the famous Sands Hotel. Made his legendary appearances with the Rat Pack there, and together Sammy, Dino, Peter, Joey, and Frank made that ultimate Rat Pack flick, Ocean's 11, right here in Vegas.
Oh, God. That film was so notoriously hip that when Oscar winner Steven Soderbergh decided to direct the remake, he recruited A-list stars like George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and Julia Roberts to sign on and to take pay cuts.
Incredible. Would you take a pay cut?
I don't think so.
Maybe to work with him, though. It's a pretty good idea. Right now, our travel correspondent Doug Stone scouts out the scene where the original All-Star Romp and its slick remake were filmed, the Vegas Strip.
I am in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Almost half a century ago, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and the rest of the Rat Pack stomped down these same sidewalks, frolicking in and out of casinos with all the abandon and charisma their drunken bodies could muster. During their free time in 1959, they made a movie together, Ocean's 11, about a casino heist on New Year's Eve. For many, that film defines the near unimaginable talent of the Rat Pack and all the glory of old Las Vegas. But does that Vegas lie buried with Frank, Dean, and Sammy, or does it remain here, lurking somewhere down these shining streets?
Hey! Hey! I'm looking for the Desert Inn.
Well, the Desert Inn is gone. What's left of it is right there.
Can you give me a piece of it? A little tiny piece?
Oh, okay.
There's a piece of the Desert Inn right here?
A piece of the Desert Inn right there.
This is all that's left?
That's all that's left.
It's sad, huh?
It's sad. I guess it's sad, but that's life. They want to make room for bigger and better things.
Well, did you ever see the movie Ocean's 11?
I seen the old one.
Oh, you did see the old one?
I never watched the whole movie, though.
Kind of boring, huh?
Yeah.
So much for the Desert Inn. But what about the Sands? that old vanguard of the Strip has sadly met its fate as well. Fortunately, some of the old Vegas spirit just might be coming back with the new Ocean's 11 remake, courtesy of Steven Soderbergh.
We're just supposed to walk out of there with $150 million in cash without getting stopped?
Yeah.
I paid a visit to the glitzy Bellagio Hotel, where much of the new film was shot. This is a scene from the new film was filmed, is that correct?
It was indeed. This is where we first see Julia Roberts coming down the staircase, and it is an unforgettable moment.
Really?
As I don't want to say that only Steven Soderbergh could do, but it certainly has his signature all over it.
Now comes the girl. This is just the best part of my day.
All well and good, but I still wanted to find a trace of old school Vegas. I figured the best place to go was the Gambler's Bookshop, a must-stop for anyone interested in Vegas history. I got the lowdown from owner Howard Schwartz. So if I'm coming into town and I want to find the old Vegas of the Rat Pack, I want to drink, I want to booze, I want dames and broads and gals.
Time machine.
I need a time machine?
You need a time machine to go back there and do that.
We can't go back?
No, I would say if you talk to 100 people who remember the 60s, 75 or 80 of them would say the town has changed. It's glitzier, it's slicker, it's the architecture is magnificent, but maybe the corporations took all the fun out of it. It has changed. It has changed a tremendous amount.
But there are some places that still have the old Vegas charm. I visited one of the few old casinos left standing, the Sahara. This seemed like the best place to pull together an old-style Rat Pack heist crew. Would you like to be Henry Silva, Richard Benedict, Buddy Lester, Norman Fell? How about Norman Fell? Remember from Three's Company? Yeah. All right. I gathered together a group of reluctant Sahara employees to be my unwitting accomplices. I couldn't quite find 11, but close enough. All right, everybody gather around. How long does it take to sing Auld Lang Syne? Anybody? Minute 38 seconds. That's right, exactly. We timed it. Minute 38 seconds after midnight, New Year's Eve, blackout. All the casinos goes out. That's when we hit. This is our objective. On the Avis map, here are the 5 casinos we hit. The Riviera, the Flamingo, the Sands, the Desert Inn, and the Sahara. Our mission? To liberate millions of dollars. Any questions?
Sounds good.
Yeehaw.
It's crazy.
All right. So everyone, put your hands in the middle. Get in there. So did I find any of that old Rat Pack magic? Probably not. But if you're lucky, perhaps someday you will. And break. Yeah. On location in Las Vegas, I'm Doug Stone.
Ocean's 11 is now playing at theaters everywhere. Man, is this incredible or what? I feel like I'm walking inside one of those disco balls, you know? You know, one of the ways the Palms is setting itself apart from other Vegas resorts is its emphasis on entertainment. Now, Rain in the Desert is its showpiece. It's a high-concept nightclub and concert venue like no other in town.
It's a really amazing place. And since Vegas is the fastest-growing metropolitan area in the last decade, the Palms is hoping to attract its residents as its regulars.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now, when we come back, one of those residents has given us access to their incredible estate. I mean, if you think this is plush, wait till you see that.
In the meantime, let's get on the dance floor.
That's it?
Lots of screaming girls. I think I'm in a band.
So what is your New Year's resolution?
I don't know.
No more carbohydrates.
I don't believe it.
Come to AMC in January and face the movies.
They may torture my body, break my bones, even kill them. Then they will have my dead body, not my obedience.
I warned you. Only God decides who goes to hell.
What do you know about my son?
The son of the devil, receiving his power directly from Satan. He must die, Mr. Thorne.
I won't do it. Who's your decorator? Darth Vader?
Something's wrong.
My sole concern is the well-being of the president. You put that maniac in my dream to kill me.
Wake up. Try concentrating.
I want to kill him with my bare hands. Slow. Chances are that he's just trying to scare us anyway.
Max Cady isn't a man who makes idle threats.
I got something planned for your wife and kid that they ain't never gonna forget.
He's here.
Charming story.
And at AMC, you get the stories behind the great movies. Stories you've never heard.
She was unreliable. She was popping pills.
Behind movies you'll never forget.
I don't think people really thought that he could pull this off.
And stories telling secrets of making movie magic.
Where they fall into your desk.
High-speed pig.
That's crazy. Give it a try.
Let him go, mister. We got what we came after.
In January, AMC is where the action is. Great movies and the stories behind them.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm looking for this movie. This one movie, and this guy's like, freeze! I can't kick! Yeah. Hey! Then there's this one part. Which fire it cuts it. Bang! So, you got that movie? Red one? Do I cut the blue one? Do I cut the red one?
The other guy's like, cut the red one.
Yeah, don't cut the red one. And he cuts it. And nothing happened!
Sure, we got that one.
Cool.
You know that one you've been looking for? So do we. Suncoast. It's where you buy movies.
For 6 Golden Globes, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor.
Gentlemen, the great John Nash.
His genius was pushed to the edge.
Tell me what happened.
He has lost his grip on reality.
But in the fight of his life,
I can do this.
he would achieve the impossible. Ebert and Roper give A Beautiful Mind 2 thumbs up, one of the very best movies of the year. A Beautiful Mind, rated PG-13, now playing in select theaters, opens Friday everywhere.
Tonight on AMC, John Wayne and Robert Mitchum are at their brawny best as they team up in Howard Hawks' classic western, El Dorado. Then, Leo searches for the studio's new child star on the next episode of The Lot, Kids. And on Superstar Sunday, Robert Redford smacks one out of the park as a slugger with a magical bat in Barry Levinson's baseball classic, The Natural. That's all tonight on AMC. Great movies and the stories behind them.
Do you have a New Year's resolution? You never play craps with naked girls? Or never get naked with naked girls while you're playing craps? Hey, welcome back. We are in a VIP skybox, folks, at Club Rain. This place is phenomenal.
Amazing. Vegas resorts obviously spare no expense to blow our minds with dazzling decor.
That's true. As a matter of fact, some hotel moguls have spent as much as $1 billion to build their dream casinos.
But the people who earn their living in this town get to spend their downtime in equally glam cribs.
Yep. Check this out. While comedian Carrot Top performs at the MGM Grand, he stays in one of the hotel's glamorous suites. After a recent performance, he took us on a tour.
Las Vegas, give it up for Carrot Top!
Okay, hardest part's over, man. I'm done. Now I'm gonna go take a shower, which is exciting. In fact, this is the same shower Tom Jones uses. That's pretty cool, except when Tom's here, I'm sure he has people in there bathing for him, you know? Tommy wants to have scrub down. So we can stay, come back, we come back. All right. Oh, he's doing a show. Hey, hey. Yeah, what's happening, man? Yeah. You guys have fun?
Thank you. Yeah.
Right on. All right, cool, man. We'll see you guys later. All right. So we'll go to my room now. It's only a 45-minute walk away. It'll be fine. So we'll go this way. It's kind of a good walk through the casino. Sometimes I hear voices at night like, come on down and gamble. Come down and gamble. We'll buy you free drinks. Really? We're almost there. We're halfway there. Make sure you drink. Thanks, dude. Drink a lot of water. We gotta go this way, I think. I'm lost in my own hotel. They need to drop popcorn. Oh, look. Look, a dork. I like to draw like mustaches and stuff. I'm like, then I get in trouble and they call that defacing property. Hey, ladies. Good, good. How are you doing? Cheers. Lots of screaming girls. I think I'm in a band. All right. All right, we'll go upstairs. See you upstairs. What floor y'all going to? 23. There's no talking in elevators. What's wrong with you? You know that? 23? I'm going to hit all the buttons. That's always fun, right? Do you love when they do that? What floor? Ding, 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 ding. Did you guys have to come out the show tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
We did.
Yeah. They weren't comp tickets, were they? Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for coming to the show.
Yeah.
It's nice riding with you. All right. See you guys. Uh-huh.
Okay, did you get it? Good going. Smoking.
Hey, Judy.
How was your show?
It was good. It was good. I tricked him again.
Ah, great. As always.
All right. We'll see you. Now we got to take the long walk down the hallway here. It's like The Shining. Be-dee-dee-doo-dee-dee-dee-doo. All right. I think we're here. Yeah. No, we're not here. Numbers. Dude, I forgot my key. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. God. All right. Welcome to my home. Come on in. It's kind of nice, right? It's just a little. What a dump. We got a little big room over here, a little living room, which is kind of nice. Got the Christmas tree. Is that the thinnest tree you've ever seen in your life? It's like Jenny Craig's Christmas tree. I think it has to be politically correct here in Las Vegas. Oh, wait, this is neat. I was going to say, because the 29th floor, you get a lot of security. Each suite comes with its own private security guard, which is always nice to have on hand.
No?
No, not now. Oh, in case you ever have the Brady's over for dinner, look at that nice little dining room area. Oh, hey, yeah, hey, all right, okay, sure. How you guys doing? Right on. You guys doing all right?
Great.
All right, cool. All right.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a nice night. Did I see them before? This is a spare bedroom right here we have.
I saved you $6.
All right, cool. Okay, keep cutting those coupons. Save me some money. It's all about saving money these days. This is my personal side over here. This is my little bathroom we have over here. You can see this is my bathroom in here.
Ready for your bath?
Not yet, actually. Okay, and this is my personal private bedroom here, the master bedroom suite, which is, oh my God. All right, thanks for going on a tour of my home, away from home. Until next time, have a grand day. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
All right. I'm jumping.
Towel, sir.
Not now, Ralph.
James, sir.
Whatever. Oh, this is nice. Perfect.
Carrot Top performs at MGM on a regular basis. To find out more information about where else he may be appearing around the country, check out his website, www.carrottop.com.
There it is. Hey, we are actually 55 stories high on the sky deck of the Ghost Bar in the Palms Casino. Probably the most spectacular view of the Vegas skyline that you will ever see.
And they say if you're ringing in 2002 in Vegas that this is the place to see the fireworks as well.
That's right. Now, wherever you're celebrating Auld Lang Syne, whatever that means.
What song?
Never knew what that meant. We hope you're having a great night, and make sure you join us next week.
And next year.
That's right. To find out more about a driving school where they teach you how to wreck your car.
It's a school for stunt drivers.
So stay safe.
And have a great New Year's.
So long, everybody. Cheers.
Should hold. You gotta be a little louder.
This presentation was brought to you by the following.
Gene Hackman has been nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance in The Royal Tenenbaums.
Right on!
The New York Times has named it the year's best film. 4 stars. The Oscar race has begun. An unqualified masterpiece. 2 thumbs up. It's hilarious. Gene Hackman, Angelica Houston, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, Danny Glover, and Bill Murray. The Royal Tenenbaums.
He also stole bonds out of my safety deposit box when I was 14.
Rated R. Now playing.
Aging gunfighter John Wayne helps drunken Sheriff Robert Mitchum battle a ruthless cattle baron in Howard Hawks' classic western, El Dorado. Next.
This presentation is being brought to you by the following.
For 6 Golden Globes, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor.
Gentlemen, the great John Nash.
His genius was pushed to the edge.
Tell me what happened.
He has lost his grip on reality.
But in the fight of his life,
I can do this.
he would achieve the impossible. Ebert and Roper give A Beautiful Mind 2 thumbs up. One of the very best movies of the year. A Beautiful Mind, rated PG-13. Now playing in select theaters. Opens Friday everywhere.
Director Howard Hawks once said, "If it reads good, it won't play good." Hawks scoffed at the notion that some movies are improvised because, according to him, all movies are improvised. And his El Dorado is a perfect example of that. According to one crew member, the script for El Dorado was written in sand, meaning that Hawks would rewrite lines and bits of action as he was shooting. He allowed the film's 2 stars, John Wayne and Robert Mitchum, lots of opportunities to ad-lib. For instance, there's a scene where Mitchum is taking a bath, and as a woman walks by, he pulls a hat over his eyes. Mitchum came up with the hat idea right there, as the camera was rolling. It caused the director and the crew to crack up. In fact, Hawks claimed that you can hear their laughter on the soundtrack. Here is El Dorado. The cast and crew of El Dorado had a tough time adjusting to director Howard Hawks' unusual shooting schedule. Hawks wanted the night street scenes in Tucson to look real, so shooting didn't begin until early evening, and it wouldn't end sometimes until dawn. This drove the actors crazy. Robert Donner, who played one of the bad guys, was so overtired one night that he jumped up screaming, "I can't take this anymore." So it wasn't always a party on a Howard Hawks set. For AMC, I'm Neil Gabler.
This presentation was brought to you by the following.
Gene Hackman has been nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance in The Royal Tenenbaums.
Right on!
The New York Times has named it the year's best film. 4 stars. The Oscar race has begun. An unqualified masterpiece. 2 thumbs up. It's hilarious. Gene Hackman, Angelica Houston, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, Danny Glover, and Bill Murray. The Royal Tenenbaums.
He also stole bonds out of my safety deposit box when I was 14.
Rated R. Now playing.
On the next episode of The Lot, a precocious prodigy shakes up the set.
You could be the new lead.
A jealous heart forces an unwanted ultimatum.
I am not the kind of guy who can date the kind of girl that dates 2 guys.
And the studio takes a long shot on a short star.
Mr. Silver, I'm gonna make you $1 million.
The glamour, the fortune, the fame, the truth. Based on the real stories from the real backlots of Hollywood, AMC's original series The Lot, coming up next.
Hip hip hooray!
AMC brings you the party of the year in the city of the century.
We have a wonderful lineup here today.
No resolutions necessary.
Salute, salute.
This New Year, celebrate the city that never sleeps.
Say that again.
With a marathon of the movies made in and about the Big Apple. Meet its stars and see what keeps New York going all night long with John Burr.
This is New York City.
When the ball drops, the movies will rock. Starting this Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York.
This is an elite force. Strong, proud, equipped, men of unspeakable valor. and they're getting eaten for breakfast. Schwarzenegger takes the law of the jungle into his own hands.
The thing is hunting us. All of us.
To find out who's the predator.
What the hell are you?
And who should start praying.
Stick around.
Predator on AMC, New Year's Day at 8 p.m. Eastern.
This AMC shortcut is being brought to you by the following.
Thousands of Americans have made the move to Buick's award-winning ride. Comfort and quality, interest-free. Now, Buick adds $500 bonus cash on every new Century and power-packed Regal. That's 0% APR and $500 cash. And 0% APR continues on Buick's award-winning LeSabre, Park Avenue, even the remarkable all-new Rendezvous. Keep America rolling. See your nearest Buick dealer by January 2nd.
On the next episode of The Lot, when Leo searches for the studio's new child star, stage mommy dearest Norma pushes little Peggy for the part in Kids. Next.
I don't know the technology, the technical terminology, but I can assure you that's good.
What everyone seems to forget is the sterling performance record that the Pinto had achieved. Is it safe?
Common sense says simply don't touch it.
What kind of fluid is that?
Oh, this is blood.
I got the head! I don't hire salesmen. I hire hitmen.
I've been selling cars for almost 40 years, Bob. Not where I made my money.
Hey, listen. No, the knocking will go away.
I don't believe it.
To AMC in January and face the movies.
They may torture my body, break my bones, even kill me. Then they will have my dead body, not my obedience.
I've warned you. Only God decides who goes to hell. What do you know about my son?
The son of the devil, receiving his power directly from Satan. He must die, Mr. Thorne.
I won't do it. Who's the decorator? Darth Vader?
Something's wrong.
My sole concern is the well-being of the president.
You put that maniac in my dream to kill me.
Wake up. Try concentrating.
I want to kill him with my bare hands. Slow.
Chances are that he's just trying to scare us anyway.
Max Cady isn't a man who makes idle threats.
I got something planned for your wife and kid that they ain't never gonna forget.
He's here.
Charming story.
And at AMC, you get the stories behind the great movies. Stories you've never heard.
She was unreliable. She was popping pills.
Behind movies you'll never forget.
I don't think people really thought that he could pull this off.
And stories telling secrets of making movie magic.
Where they fall into your debt. I speak pig.
That's crazy. Give it a try.
Let him go, mister. We got what we came after.
In January, AMC is where the action is. Great movies and the stories behind them. This New Year's, take the AMC train around New York City. John Burke pulls out all the stops for an inside look at the Big Apple of today.
This is what New York City is all about.
Discover why the city that never sleeps loves staying up all night. Hear from its brightest stars.
Happy New Year!
And don't miss a second of the New York Movie Marathon. So big, we needed 2 years to get it all in.
Don't ever change, Francine. You're beautiful.
Ring in the new year. Starting this Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York. Here's to our favorite movies and all the stars that light up the holiday season. To your health, happiness, and movies worth toasting all month long. Cheers from AMC and Turning Leaf, handcrafted for perfect moments.
The handcrafting, the pruning, the selection, the anticipation, the patience, the timing, the moment. Turning Leaf, handcrafted for moments like these.
on the next episode of The Lot. A precocious prodigy shakes up the set.
You could be the new me.
A jealous heart forces an unwanted ultimatum.
I am not the kind of guy who can date the kind of girl that dates two guys.
And the studio takes a long shot on a short star.
Mr. Silver, I'm gonna make you a million.
The glamour, the fortune, the fame, the truth. Based on the real stories from the real backlots of Hollywood, AMC's original series The Lot. Coming up next.
Hip hip hooray!
Do I play sports?
Yeah.
Fantasy football.
I'm not trendy enough for a trendy diet.
I would count calories, but I'm not very good at math.
I'd like to run a marathon, but it's quite a long distance.
I diet sometimes, but only in moderation.
If these people can lose weight, so can you. A recent study by a major university found that having a bowl of Kellogg's Special K or Kellogg's Smart Start for 2 meals a day for 2 weeks could help you lose up to 6 pounds.
I feel great.
AMC brings you the party of the year in the city of the century.
We have a wonderful lineup here today.
No resolutions necessary.
Salute, salute.
This New Year, celebrate the city that never sleeps.
Say that again.
With a marathon of the movies made in and about the Big Apple. Meet its stars and see what keeps New York going all night long with John Burr.
This is New York City.
When the ball drops, the movies will rock. Starting this Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York.
This is an elite force. Strong, proud, equipped, men of unspeakable valor. And they're getting eaten for breakfast. Schwarzenegger takes the law of the jungle into his own hands.
The thing is hunting us. All of us.
To find out who's the predator.
What the hell are you?
And who should start praying.
Stick around.
Predator on AMC, New Year's Day at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Robert Redford smacks one out of the park as a slugger with a magical bat in Barry Levinson's baseball classic, The Natural, co-starring Robert Duvall. Next. AMC brings you the party of the year in the city of the century.
We have a wonderful lineup here today.
No resolutions necessary.
Salute, salute.
This New Year, celebrate the city that never sleeps.
Say that again.
With a marathon of the movies made in and about the Big Apple. Meet its stars and see what keeps New York going all night long with John Burr.
This is New York City.
When the ball drops, the movies will rock. Starting this Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York. This AMC shortcut is being brought to you by the following.
Tens of thousands of people continue to purchase new Oldsmobiles. Is it because of our special interest-free financing? Or our 5-year, 60,000-mile GM protection plan? Or did they simply take a test drive? Are you in the market? Get in an Oldsmobile and keep America rolling. Oldsmobile, backed by GM.
Everyone knows that Charlton Heston led a nation to freedom as Moses in the Ten Commandments. Many people know that Charlton Heston is currently the president of the National Rifle Association. You may have heard that Charlton Heston once worked as an artist model before making it big in Hollywood. But it's a little-known fact that Charlton Heston sleeps in the nude. Word is that the man who made do with a little loincloth in Planet of the Apes wears even less to bed each night.
Robert Redford smacks one out of the park as a slugger with a magical bat in Barry Levinson's baseball classic, The Natural, co-starring Robert Duvall. Next.
This presentation is being brought to you by the following.
From Claudia Rodriguez to her childhood friend.
K2 Construction and their #1 supplier. Grandpa William and his grandson Billy.
Chang Lin and her great-great-aunt.
Sergeant Peter Kozak and his fiancée Deb.
To all the people who can't be together, from all the people who bring you together, happy holidays.
Timmy Welsh and a Mr. S. Claus.
Sometimes getting a film made can be almost as difficult as Mariano Rivera getting the last out in the 9th inning of the World Series. The Natural is a case in point. It's based on the 1952 novel by Pulitzer Prize winner Bernard Malamud. As is often the case in Hollywood, there was interest in making it into a movie. But no one could ever figure out just how to get a script from it because the story was largely allegorical. About 20 years later, Robert Redford thought the main character, Roy Hobbs, would be a perfect role for him. Redford loved baseball. He'd even won a baseball scholarship to the University of Colorado. But he discovered that the rights were no longer available. Then, in the early 80s, Redford received a script of The Natural by Roger Towne, the brother of screenwriter Robert Towne, who had written Chinatown, a lot of towns. Redford liked it, and he brought it to Barry Levinson, who agreed to direct. It was 30 years after the publication of the novel. Here is The Natural. There's a bit of real history behind the film you just saw, The Natural. When Bernard Malamud wrote the novel that was adapted into the movie, he was inspired by the real-life shooting of a Philadelphia Phillies first baseman. In 1949, Eddie Waitkus was shot and seriously wounded by a female fan who had become infatuated with the all-star player. Waitkus recovered, played the following season, and helped the Phillies win the National League pennant. For AMC, I'm Neil Gabler.
Peter Cushing and Forrest Tucker lead a dangerous expedition into the Himalayas to search for the mythical Yeti in The Abominable Snowman. Next. AMC brings you the party of the year in the city of the century.
We have a wonderful lineup here today.
No resolutions necessary. Salute, salute. This New Year, celebrate the city that never sleeps.
Say that again.
With a marathon of the movies made in and about the Big Apple. Meet its stars and see what keeps New York going all night long with John Burr.
This is New York City.
When the ball drops, the movies will rock. Today, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern on AMC's New Year's in New York. This is an elite force. Strong, proud, equipped, men of unspeakable valor. And they're getting eaten for breakfast. Schwarzenegger takes the law of the jungle into his own hands.
The thing is hunting us. All of us.
To find out who's the predator.
What the hell are you?
And who should start praying.
Stick around.
Predator on AMC, New Year's Day at 8 p.m. Eastern.